This is LBC News.
Our top story this Wednesday morning, the final report into the Grenfell Tower disaster is published later, more than 7 years after the tragedy. 72 people died in the fire in the West London Tower block in 2017. The document's expected to outline several recommendations and also criticise a number of agencies. Antonio Roncolato is one of the survivors. He says he'll be looking closely at what this report reveals.
The night of the fire, I've got everything is vivid in my mind, in my head, in my mind, and I remember very well what happened. I was sleeping. My son came home. He was on the way home. He called me saying that the tower was on fire, and I tried to get out. To make it very short, I couldn't get out because of the billowing smoke, acrid and hot, that came towards me. So I was told in the meantime to stay put as I contacted the 999 service. And then I tried again, and then there was a lot of smoke that came through into my flat through the brand new windows, ledges that were not airtight. And when I saw the first, it was very, it was like, how is it possible? Brand new windows and the smoke is coming through. However, I managed to get rid of the smoke by opening one window in the kitchen facing east and one window in my bedroom facing south. And then I was there until about 5 o'clock, 5:45. At that stage, I saw the fire coming down on the outside. And at that stage, then I called Christopher again, my son, and I told him, listen, I need help now. So you have to go past the police cordon. I need to speak to, someone. And then, so he did. Shortly after, somebody, came to rescue me and help me to come down. And so it was a horrible but unforgettable experience, to say the least.
Antonio Roncolato there. Well, the inquiry's chair, Sir Martin Moore-Bick, says a previous report concluded the flames spread so quickly because of the building's cladding.
The external walls of the building did not comply with the building regulations because they did not adequately resist the spread of fire over them. On the contrary, they promoted it.
And our victims' families say it must prompt widespread change, that report to emerge later today. Joining me now, though, Adrienne Burton, chair of the Tenants Association at the Landmark, a block of 66 flats in East Sussex affected by numerous cladding issues. Adrienne, good morning.
Morning.
Can I ask you firstly then, as you and other tenants look on in these final hours running up to the release of the final Grenfell Tower fire report, what are your thoughts about what it needs to reveal and the recommendations it needs to make, certainly around accountability and cladding issues?
Well, hopefully, we hope that the Grenfell Tower people get what they need from the report. But we need the construction firms and everyone involved to accept accountability for what actually it was their fault. We've done nothing wrong. We're scared. We're trapped. It's been really tiring and really draining. Whoever made the initial decisions to miss out the crucial things in buildings like fire breaks, compartmentation, the flammable wall system, they need to take accountability for this, and hopefully the report will give us that.
For you then, and people in your own block of flats, give us a sense of how you've all been affected by cladding problems there. What exactly has emerged and what's been happening?
This hit us in October 2020. The work finally started in May last year. We've still got scaffolding. My bedroom is underneath the scaffolding, so I've not had any daylight or anything there for a while. It's very draining. We're scared. We haven't been able to sell, although a few have now sold, although taken massive hits on what they should have sold for. And we just want this over with, and we're tired. And a few of our demographic is retired people. Unfortunately, a few have now passed away and not even seen the end of this work. We just need this done and over with, and it's been far too long. And we really feel for the other buildings that it's not even started yet. It's just horrific.
Goodness. How much money then, on average, have you had to spend on these issues? Has it all come down on you?
No, we were lucky that we had a 10-year build warranty type insurance. We've made a claim on Homes England and they accepted that, but we also had to make a claim on the warranty as well. It's the buildings insurance. How the buildings insurance industry sleep at night, I don't know. Our buildings insurance went up to just under 500%. So my monthly service charge, for example, was originally £130 a month. It then went up to about £450 a month. And as I said, we have retired people living off their pensions, and this is it's ludicrous. We've had to pay for alarms. We've had to pay for waking watch. We are now fully trained evacuation managers and have to wear yellow high-vis jackets. The whole thing has just had a massive impact on our lives daily, 24/7, you know.
Is the cladding issue then pretty much resolved or not? What's the picture as we speak this morning?
The scaffolding is down at the back. We have scaffolding at the front. I'm sitting here looking at it now. We've got about 10% of the external work still to be done on the lower floors. Unfortunately, because we had to make a claim on the warranty, we've now got some internal work that needs to be done because things were missed out internally as well, like the fire breaks and things. So we've got another year or so of this. Yeah.
Just finally, Adrienne, let's just hark back to the start of our conversation. I mean, lots of comments later on, no doubt, come lunchtime today. When that final Grenfell report emerges, it's likely to be around, isn't it, accountability about the actions of building firms, local council, London Fire Brigade, the government.
Yeah.
What happened, though, with the firm? Remind us of who actually built your flats.
I can't remember the name of the company that built it, but they went under a few years ago. So they're not the only company to have gone down either. And actually, what happens to these firms? Do those directors of those firms who made the original decisions not to install the fire breaks, etc., do they just walk free? I don't think they should do. I think all of the firms, whether they've gone under or whether they're still existing, have to answer to this. They've got to.
Adrienne Burton, we really feel for you and the residents there. Good luck going forwards with the issues in your own block. Adrienne Burton there, chair of the Tenants Association at the Landmark. That's a block of 66 flats in East Sussex.